Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv, and there is so much going on. Let's start off with some good news. Don't forget, tonight I will be hosting a live on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, we will put the video up thereafter for those people who couldn't catch the live. So there'll be a lot going on. What I'm expecting is all members will be able to ask me questions and kind of guide the conversation. Doesn't mean I won't respond to others, but members will take precedence. And I'm expecting to actually learn and share a lot tonight. So it's going to be fun. I think I'm going to call it Friday Night Flips. We'll see. Let me know what you think. Anyway, U.S. Congress is signaling that there might actually be a crypto bill that will make it into law by the end of the year. That's actually kind of a big deal. It sounds like there's a more adult conversation going on, even though currently right now in the Congress, not much is going on. Be nice if they finally did their jobs. That's what we pay them for. So we'll see what happens. X payments. They're just racking up money transmitter licenses across the United States. And because of that, DOGE has surged by a lot. I think at one point it was 10%. So there's a lot going on there. That doesn't mean that DOGE is actually going to be a part of that, but there are, as always, high hopes. Yeah, you see where I'm going with that. So we'll see what happens. Then we have Miles Jennings. Miles Jennings is actually an important guy. He actually is the head attorney for Andreessen Horowitz. Big money company. All right. And he's saying, there's total incompetence over at the SEC. I mean, he's just recognizing the back and forth, on ideas that are going on over there, the regulatory challenges. I mean, think about this. You could be doing everything that the SEC says you're supposed to be doing, and then turn around and all of a sudden you're not doing what they said you were supposed to be doing. And he's not wrong. I'd share his opinion. I think a lot of us do. Who is it? Brad Garlinghouse, Coinbase. He's saying, no, Ripple. I'm sorry. The CEO of Ripple is saying, Brad Garlinghouse is saying that he predicts the SEC to lose in this whole Ethereum thing. He says so for me, I think it's a big red herring, right? And the reason why I say so is because there's no reason. Like they're talking like they want to say Ethereum is a security, but it's not. Until you can actually demonstrate that it is, it's not. And I say it's not because they've said so before. Actually, Gary Gensler, when he was teaching, said it's not a security. So all of a sudden it's a security. I believe also the CFTC has already deemed Ethereum to be a commodity. That's going to cause some infighting. So I agree with, Miles Jennings. I really do. SEC really has no clue as to what the hell they're doing. And what's even worse, like I said yesterday, a commissioner like Hester Pierce doesn't know what's going on because she was just out there saying, hey, I don't think there should be a problem with, getting an Ethereum spot ETF. Oh, now there are major problems with it. Maybe that should have been a bellwether, that whenever somebody that works for a government agency says something, we should probably think the opposite. And she's reliable. And I tend to think that she was kept in the dark because she would have been vocal. I absolutely think she would have been vocal. So we'll see what happens out of that. Now, with regard to chains that are out there that are being built upon and built out continually, Chainlink, Cardano, Polkadot are the number one chains. I didn't know that. I would actually have thought that it was Chainlink. Cardano, with regard to, keeping that chain up and going, I could believe that. But I had no idea about Polkadot. I had no idea about Polkadot like that. So looking at the innovation race and everything else, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And I keep telling you, you want to look at things that are a part of that, kind of connective tissue is what I call it. Things that need to be there or things don't work. And that's definitely Chainlink. Definitely Chainlink. Cardano is one of the best blockchains out there, secure, fast, cheap. You got to pay attention to it. So there's a lot going on there. And I think people need to start paying a great deal more attention to what's going on in that space. Because as this meme thing continues to take off, and I'll get into it tonight during the show, because I'm doing a live, in case you didn't know, I'm doing a live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. It's going to be my first real live. I've done a couple of test runs. It's going to be my first real live. I'm expecting everybody to show up, ask me questions. Obviously, because of the membership things, I have to pay attention to, who's a member, who's not a member, but I will answer as many questions as I can. I'm kind of treating it as an ask me anything kind of thing. Except I might call it Friday Night Flips. So we'll see. Let me know what you think about that name. Anyway, looking at Cardano, looking at all the meme coins taking off, I kind of sit there and I kind of say, well, that's cute. What are their use cases? What do they do? How are they being used other than I'm going to buy some, hold some, sell some? They do beyond that. And then you have, chains like Avalanche, and probably Solana is going to follow suit, where they created a fund. Avalanche created a fund to buy memes. That's not really, organic, right? So yeah, I'm still sitting back and I'm wondering about it. Because if you set up a $1 million, $1 billion, $100 million, whatever size fund, and I reported it weeks ago, but I don't remember the number. But whatever fund you're putting out there, if you're out there buying up all these memes, that means you can grow the amount of money, the price of those memes, but you can also break it. And we'll get into that tonight because I have some big feelings on that. OKX is shutting down in India. They're giving their people until, I think, April something to actually get their money out. I think maybe April 20th. But you might want to look that up. Reach out to them. If you're in India, reach out to them. Find out what the date is so you can get your money off of that exchange. And why is it? It's the same reason why Wazir X left a long time ago. It's a reason why a lot of companies are leaving India. A lot of crypto companies. And it's because of regulations. They flip-flop on regulations. They change them. Winds blowing south today. I can see why. I wouldn't want to do business in a place like that. And OKX has been pretty good when it enters a new country. They've been pretty good about finding out what the regulations are and sticking with the regulations. I think everybody except Binance has been doing a good job at that. So yeah, I'm not blaming OKX. I'm blaming India for that one. I'm definitely blaming India for that one. And if you know how to use a VPN, I'm just saying, Palau, digital IDs, digital nomad IDs, just saying, there are ways. There are still ways. OKX is also doing something with Immutable. Immutable has been on a tear. Immutable first, I reported this a couple of days ago. Immutable is in a deal to do some gaming stuff with Polygon, and now they're doing a GameFi launchpad with OKX. Just saying, fire. They're on fire. Now, this next story is kind of weird. It's kind of crazy. It's really, really crazy. So there are allegations out there that says that North Korean hackers have sent funds to BlackRock. Indirect, direct, don't know if it actually happened. I think it would be very difficult. I think it would be really stupid if you think about it. There are major sanctions against North Korea. Why would North Korean hackers send money unless they've, through Tornado Cash, laundered it through and sent that money over? If it's verifiable, they're going to have to hold it. The United States is going to shut that down. So is it something where BlackRock would have known? Doubtful. Right? But reports are showing that, it could be that. Now, I don't know that they would have known that it came from North Korean hackers, but either way, the United States is going to shut that shit down. I just think that's what's going to happen. That's a no-no. That's a big no-no. So North Korea, if that's what you did, good luck with that. But I don't think so. I don't think BlackRock knowingly accepted funds from North Korea. That would be insane. The DOJ. Now, this is actually kind of crazy, but I've been following this for a while, and people thought, why would I even care that, if you're in the crypto space, why would you even care that the DOJ, Department of Justice, has brought charges against Apple? And it's because of, the Apple Store. Well, guess what? That affects crypto applications. There are ramifications there. So I think what's going to happen, just like with all other, antitrust and suits like that, it's going to take years. But over the course of those years, you're going to see small adjustments. You're going to hear a lot of stories come out. I only care about how it's going to affect these application developers and the quality of the applications, how much money they make, how much Apple takes. It's like 30%. For doing what? Giving you a store? Shouldn't I have been able to, put that up anywhere and people can just download it? Why do I require your store? So there are a lot of things that are going on, and there are a lot of rules that Apple makes you go through, which is why we haven't developed an app for Apple. Just not going through it. Like, no, not interested at the moment. Maybe Android, right? Because if we develop for Android, we also get Fire TV. So there are reasons why we do what we do. But yeah, I don't know that I'm interested in that, just because it's a mess. But I do pay attention because of the crypto applications that are out there that are all on the iOS devices. So, that's kind of something I have to pay attention to. Now, the Ripple CEO, who was Brad Garlinghouse, predicts that the SEC can only lose in this whole Ethereum debacle. It's a mess. What? I'm trying to understand how you get there from here. How do you think that works? How do you think that works? You say no to Ethereum spot ETFs, and you use this excuse that it's really a security, blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute, hold up. Gary Gensler, when you were in college teaching, you were saying that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash are not securities. But then I hear this rumor floating around that the SEC is trying to use this idea. Well, since they moved from proof of work to proof of stake, now they're a security. By what measurement? By what measurement they're a security? It's a security. I'm still trying to understand that. Wagging fingers, secretive subpoenas, confidentiality clauses in subpoenas. That's some very shady stuff. That's not the word I was going to use. I'm trying not to curse so much. But that's some very shady stuff. To think that this is how you're going to go about it because you don't want to approve an Ethereum spot ETF. And you figure, because you can put a face on the developers of Ethereum the way you couldn't with Bitcoin, you're going to go after Ethereum by way of, but that means I'm going after everybody. Going after Ethereum is going after everybody. Let's not gloss over that. That's what that means. I heard somebody say, well, I'm kind of sour on Ethereum because, the SEC might go after them. Dude, and I like this guy, but dude, if they go after Ethereum, they're going after everybody. They're going to go after Solana. They're going to go after Cardano. They're going to go after Polkadot. They're going to go after everybody if they would even come close to winning against Ethereum, which, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So you sue a bunch of developers. All right, so Vitalik Buterin, right? Great. So he was one of the founders of Ethereum. Cool. Awesome. Does he control it now? No. He does. He still does the bulk of development, he and his team, but does he control it now? No. Does he have to put everything to a vote? Yep. Is it decentralized? Yep. Is it decentralized enough? Hell yeah. I think the SEC is grasping at strings. They don't know what they're doing. they're not doing the research necessary to get the right job done. That's the problem. That's the problem. So I'm just sitting here, without my little watermark, which I have to move. I have to move it up. But I sit there and I look at that and I just go, yeah. Can you say hot mess? Yeah, I can say hot mess. I can definitely say hot mess. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should get into the numbers. Let me pull that, push this, move this over. There you go. So let me just refresh this screen for you so we can get up-to-date numbers, right? Let's see what we're working with. All right, Slurf, mentioned them the other day. It's supposed to be up and coming. Have no idea what they do. I haven't taken a deep dive into them, but they're down 13%. As far as I'm concerned, it's nothing more than a meme so far to me. And they're down 13%. Again, sway. Radium is down. I pay attention to them because they're above 500 million. Down 12%. If you look here, right, and you look over here, you can see that the market's still kind of sideways. So I'm not all too worried about it. Helium Mobile down 9%. BitTensor down 8%. I think both of those are going to wind up coming back. That's like not a doubt. Jupiter down, same thing with them. Floki, same thing with that project. So down, both of those down 7%. Solana's down 7% after bumping up a bit today. Who else is here? Arbitrum is down 6%. Anybody else I'm paying attention to here? Jitto, a little bit, only because it's an up-and-comer, down 6%. Fetch AI, because it has AI in the name and everybody's talking about it. Yeah, down 6%. Do I think it comes back? Yeah. Injective down 6%. Pith Network down 6%. So you're looking at a lot of profit taking on a lot, because a lot of these were on the positive side yesterday. So I just think we're seeing a lot of profit taking like that. Let's see. Let's just get this a little bit wider. There you go. I know I could have just clicked here and done it once, but whatever. Let's see who's here that I'm paying attention. Phantom is up 10%. Internet Computer is up 10%, but I don't mess with them because I don't think they're decentralized enough. Like, I think it needs to get decentralized way more than what it is, and they're not there yet. I don't even think they're close. Ronin is making a big comeback, up 8%. Let's see who else I'm paying attention to. Stacks making moves, up 6%. Toncoin making moves, up 6%. Now, the rest of these are 5% movers. And, to me, that's a lightweight move, meaning I'm not going to pay attention. I'm going to have to look at that 5% and look to see what it did before, just immediately before that, to see if it really holds sway. But a 5% doesn't move me. I have a 5% rule when it comes to crypto, obviously a lower percent move when it comes to stocks and options. But my 5% rule stands with crypto. So that's what we're looking at there. Let's see. Fear and Greed Index is at 75. We already got the good news from Chairman Powell, so we don't have to worry about that stuff. DeFi, we're down about $1 billion from yesterday at 121 billion in total value locked. But this is what I want to key in on, which is where I'm always at. Look at Bitcoin. Still within this nice little space. Still within that nice little space. We shot up a bit yesterday, and now we're giving some of it back. As long as we don't drop down to here, I'm fine. But operating within this blue and green band, I'm expecting it to go back up. When? I don't know that I can put a date on that. We can move sideways for a little while. But there have been a lot of positive developments, even with Grayscale shedding about another $380 some odd million, right? Grayscale, I wonder how long Grayscale will be viable. I'll go on the record as saying something like that. Yeah. I really think they should be looking at their CEO and be like, dude, what are you doing? What are you not doing? What's the formula here? Because you're hemorrhaging money. We were once a high flyer. I see the commercials on CNBC all the time. We were once a high flyer, but now what are you doing? That's what I'd be asking my CEO if I was holding some GBTC, really. And what's funny is when they sell, the other Bitcoin spot ETFs are buying. Just putting that out there for you. Just saying. Looking at the big board so you can see who's really doing stuff. If it pops up, there you go. Toncoin moving, Phantom moving, Doge moving because of Elon. Again, moving on the word of Elon, because Elon's X Payments has received more money transmitter licenses from a couple more states. And it's growing. I think he wants to hit all of the states before he starts going big with that. Not a bad move. But that's why DOGE is moving, because people are thinking DOGE is going to be a part of that whole X Payments thing. I don't know. And I'm not going to even try to put anything on it. SHIB is moving a little bit positive. Not big, but it's still positive based on everything else. Like, I know I'm still up, about 3x, 4x off of SHIB. So yeah, paying attention to that. Solana's down to 175. Now, should I be paying attention to Solana at 175? Yes, considering their high is 250. Arbitrum's down hard, Injective's down hard, Fetch AI is down hard, Tau is down hard, Jupe is down hard, BCH is down hard. But again, those that go down hard are going to come back, I think. All the ones that I just told you about include, Cardano, DOT, Matic. All the ones I'm telling you about, I think are going to come back really, really strong. And the reason why is because a lot of these projects actually have real use cases. Memes might be driving right now, but I think, and I don't want to get into it tonight, but I have opinions about memes. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight on YouTube. I'll be going live. Let's take a look at the list. Nothing's really green. Who's this? Yeah, two that I really don't care about. Who's down? Stacks was making big moves over the past 24 hours, up almost 6%. I told you, pay attention to Stacks. Don't miss out on Stacks. I don't think you should miss out on Stacks at all. Pay attention to that one. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, drop me a note. I love hearing from you. If you have ideas about how I can make it better, again, let me hear from you. Mr. Timmons, thank you for signing up. I forgot to say that at the top of the hour. I'll say it now. Thank you so much for becoming our newest member. Anyway, everybody, I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.